Hello and welcome to the Creative Woman Cafe, a place where your creativity flows. I wanted to revisit this painting that I did of myself with my horse Sue. And the reason I want to talk about this again is to show you the possibilities that your creative process holds for you in consciously co-creating. Now, if you remember, I did this painting only to help me visualize hearing from Sue because I was feeling an awful lot of pressure to euthanize her because she has some sort of neurological issue that no one really knew how to help her. So that's why I showed her talking to me. But what's been happening is I've been working with Sue and she is actually getting better, which makes me very, very happy. But the other thing that's been happening, which I never anticipated, is I'm changing because of this painting as well. And that's been a really big surprise to me. So why I think that's been happening is we tend to become like the images that we look at. And I've been using this painting to help me visualize, to help Sue heal. And I think because of things I included in this painting, I'm attracting something different than I really ever thought about attracting. And it's been great. And so I think, I put this area up here in here just to kind of balance the composition. But it sort of functions like maybe the universe. And down here could be Mother Earth. And I did already mention in another video that the snake is a symbol of the sacred feminine. So these symbols have kind of worked together. And as I look at them, I'm finding that I'm feeling really supported by the universe and that I'm attracting exactly what I need to help Sue heal. And so I remember this saying that a friend told me when we were walking along the river. I think it might be a Buddhist saying. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. And this is totally what I've found. Sue, one of my teachers, started to react really negative to her cranial sacral treatments. Perhaps she was having pretty major healing crises, I'm not sure, but the last 3 times that her practitioner was here, Sue just got worse and worse. So the last day that the practitioner was here, she actually told me, Kathy, your job is to just feel good. Do whatever you have to do to feel good, which I thought was pretty good advice. And then she had previously given me the number of a fellow that she thought taught a course on trading stocks or currencies. And I trade stocks, so I was very intrigued by that. It was trading with an open heart, so kind of a different approach than most courses would have. But when I contacted him, it turned out he didn't teach that anymore, but he was very interested in Sue. And he really encouraged me to just work with her myself and just have a really open heart and do whatever felt right at the moment to help her heal. So I felt kind of unsure about doing that because I really had hoped that maybe one of the experts I had hired would just be able to fix her and she would be healed and carry on, but that clearly wasn't happening. So I have been doing that. I just work with Sue and some days she just walks away, other days she seems really quite happy, so I just honor what she wants and I work on her only when she wants to be worked on, and sometimes I use essential oils, sometimes I use energy, sometimes I visualize. I just do whatever I feel like at the time. Anyway, through this process, like I say, I really feel so supported, and I've moved into an area now that is not like me at all, where I can just kind of wing it and hope for the best. And I think Sue made it clear that I didn't have a whole lot of other options. So I've become quite comfortable with that, and doing that in my videos now too, by the way. Anyway, I just wanted to share this story with you to make you aware of the possibilities that your own creative process holds for you. Because when we engage in a creative process and let our creativity flow, what we're doing is bringing things that are unconscious into the light. And in some cases, as soon as we see them, we figure out what they are and we go forward with them. But in other cases, we don't. And for me, I think with some of the images I put in here, I didn't really know what they were. But as I looked at them, I still was able to attract what I had put in the painting, which is, I think, just really provides some very exciting possibilities for all of us who are willing to let our creativity flow. So if you haven't already, join us in the Creative Woman Cafe, where we explore the holy grail of creativity and learn to direct our creative flow more productively.